Did you know you can make magnets with your Cricut machine? Today, you will learn the step-by-step process of this easy print and cut project. All of the supplies will be linked in the video description, but here's what you'll need. First, you'll need your Cricut machine. I'm using the new Cricut Explore 4, an inkjet printer, the purple strong grip mat, printable magnetic sheets, the deep point blade, and a laminate, but this is optional. There are 5 total steps you'll follow in order to make magnets with your Cricut. The first step is to create the magnet design. The second step is to upload the design into Cricut Design Space in order to move on to the third step, printing the magnets on the magnetic sheets. Fourth step is to make the magnet shape and cut it out with your lovely Cricut machine. And the last step is to remove your magnets from the mat and show off your newest project. In order to create your magnet, you need a design. The fastest and most fun way you can create a design is with Playground AI. If you're subscribed to my channel, you've seen my previous tutorials and know all about this new fun AI tool where you can choose from thousands of different templates to create your very own. All of my magnets are Cricut crafting related, and the first design, I'm taking this crown image and changing the text to Crafty Queen. I also wanted to add some sparkles into it because, you know, sparkles make everything look better. You can enter any prompt like this tarot card design, for example. I completely changed this and asked for the text to be different. Images, even told it that I want a Cricut machine in there, and within seconds I had a beautiful Cricut inspired tarot card design. Like, how cool. Or take a look at this template. Can you guess how I'm going to make it Cricut crafting related? By, of course, replacing the text with Cricut project fails. How funny. And my crafting related magnets would not be complete without a reference to the craft store. I saw this receipt template and added craft items like glitter, paint, brushes, and obviously more supplies I didn't need because, let's be real, you always walk out to the craft store with something you didn't plan on getting. Now we have all these beautiful new designs created within a matter of minutes, ready for you to create or even make a profit on if you have a craft business. You have to try Playground AI because I want to know how you like it. Next, we can move on to step 2, uploading our new designs into Cricut Design Space. After every design is made in Playground, you have the option to download the image as is or upscale and remove the background. This is a pro feature and I like that I'm able to upscale and download as a PNG, so I don't have to do that in Cricut Design Space and it's easier to upload. So open Cricut Design Space. Now once you've downloaded your designs onto your device, you will then click Upload in Cricut Design Space. You'll drag or find the file, which you can see I had all of them on my desktop. If you didn't have the pro version of Playground like me, this is where you'd remove the background, but we can skip this step. The next step is very important though, since this is a print and cut image, you will need to upload it as a flat graphic. If you chose a single layer, well, you didn't see the beautiful design we just made. And the multiple layers option is better for when you're working with different materials like cardstock, felt, vinyl, etc. to convert it into an SVG, because you want all those layers separated. But for magnets and any other print and cut projects, we want it to be a flat graphic all on one layer. So click on flat graphic, then press continue. Then finally we can click upload. It of course uploaded insanely large, so adjust the size accordingly. I made the magnets about 1.5 to 2 inches. I ended up making 2 different versions of the Crafty Queen design, one without an offset and then one with one. Adding an offset is usually typical for sticker designs and magnets as well, but can be optional if you don't like that look. You'll repeat the same exact process for uploading each design and then adding the offset. Once all of your designs are uploaded, I like to add a rectangle shape that's 6.75 by 9.25. This is simply a template or a guide for adding the most designs onto one sheet of paper. If you have one design, feel free to skip to the next part, but if you have multiple, this will help save room. Last but not least, make sure that you attach all of the designs together. That way your work stays in one place when we head to the next page. You also want to double check that every design is flattened and says print and cut. If it doesn't, your magnets will not be cut correctly. Next, click Make It to prep our mat for the third step, printing our magnets. You will need an inkjet printer and connect that to your device. I always add the bleed now with the print and cut projects and use system dialog to make sure that everything gets printed correctly. Then click print and send your magnets to your printer. I noticed how beautifully the magnets looked on this type of magnet paper, which will be linked in the video description. On to step number 4, cutting the magnets with your Cricut. You'll want to use the strong grip mat for magnets because it is a thicker material and we don't want it getting ruined. Always line up the top and left of the sheet with the mat so the Cricut can accurately cut your magnets. Now before you ruin your beautiful magnets though, always make sure you do test cuts with a smaller or simpler design. But lucky for you, since I already did these test cuts, as long as you use the same exact paper I used, you can try this custom setting because the regular magnetic sheet setting actually was too deep of a cut. If we look into the actual material cut information, you can see that it would have cut it through 8 different times, which is way too much for this paper. So instead, I'm going to make my own custom setting of 350 pressure, cutting at 3 times instead of 8, and then using the deep point blade. Again, I strongly suggest to make test cuts beforehand just because every Cricut model cuts slightly different and I'd hate for you to ruin your project and waste material. Remember to change your blades out with the deep point blade. I keep all of my blades in this cute little blade organizer so they're all in one place. Then before you insert the mat into the Cricut, you can add your laminate. As mentioned earlier, this is optional, but I wanted these magnets to look as cute as can be, so that's why I'm adding the sparkly laminate. Then watch your Cricut cut your magnets. I mean, seriously, can you imagine cutting these out individually with scissors or an X-Acto knife? Because I can't. The Cricut made it so easy to make these magnets, plus with the help of Playground AI. Okay, so I have the magnets right here. I'm gonna try them on the fridge to see how they look. Oh, almost dropped them. Are you ready? Wait. Oh, they're awesome. Oh. Wait. Okay, I really like these. I will say they are on the thinner side, but they're not too thin. I think they're great. They cut great also. Even with the holographic, I think the only complaint or critique that I would have is that these aren't waterproof. So I put the holographic laminate on these. You can also do another sheet of laminate if you wanted over them just to make sure that they're safe because it is on a fridge. You might get things sticky or wet or dirty. But I love. Let me know what you think of today's magnet tutorial. So will you be trying this Cricut project? Be sure to check out Playground AI for all of your design needs and let me know what you thought of today's video. Thank you as always for watching and supporting my channel. I hope you have a very crafty day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! You wanna know that the tide's changing? Don't you wanna know that